Hey, ladies and gentlemen. I had a few minutes. I've been doing some drywall. Got me a good cup of coffee here, which is kind of surprising, actually. And this is, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. This is my coffee cup. I use it pretty much every day, and I need that every day. What I have in this cup is not my regular brew. What I have is the Dollar Tree coffee, and doesn't have a name. It just says coffee. I guess that's the name of the coffee. And in that process, it's instant coffee. You know, in case you're in a situation you can't use regular coffee, use one roughly around a teaspoon of instant coffee per cup. I like mine a little strong, so I do 2 in there. Add hot, not boiling water. That's probably a good idea. It's amazing you got to put instructions on this, but why not? Stir and enjoy the rich aroma and flavor. Makes 32 cups. For me, maybe 15, maybe 13. Anyway, I gave it a shot for $1.25 in a glove box or someplace you might need something. Looks like the dogs are starting to choir tonight or this afternoon, and I can hear them barking. But yeah, I would actually recommend it. I'd use it. I'd stock some up. Coffee has rumor that it's going to be a short supply and a little expensive. So having a lot or having some extra on hand depends on what you drink and stuff. But I'd recommend getting some coffee. If you listen to the Popular Report on YouTube, he generally keeps an update on a lot of the shortages. And a few of the other YouTubers. And I highly recommend listening to a variety of them to get the best information possible. Looks like shortages on beef, chicken. We can already see that on eggs. So if they're doing it on eggs and some other things, my belief is they're trying to make such a disaster by next Monday, the 20th, that it's just going to be difficult. In other words, the ripples in the water. When we had a stream beside my house that I grew up in, and this little stream wasn't a fast-moving stream, but it was a pretty good stream. We could go swimming in it. It was a lot of fun. Enjoyed it. And but on the sides, every once in a while, we'd have to fill it up. It actually had some areas with concrete and rock walls to keep it from eroding. And in that process, they have what's called underlying currents under the water you can't always see. And anyway, somehow they go into the cracks of that concrete and they would erode the mud behind it. So you'd go walking along the stream, you'd step in, on top it'd be grass. It looked like it was solid ground, but it wasn't. And you fell through, and basically it was underlying currents had chewed away the dirt, kind of softened up the concrete, and then you collapsed. And it could have, certain areas, I'm sure it could have hurt your leg or messed up your ankle. Well, right now, that's where our nation is. There's a lot of underlying currents that are creating problems and issues, and we'll keep at it for a while. Even though a new team is coming in, a lot of the old underlying currents will still be there, creating problems for a while. The blind are the man with lack of intelligence or understanding, or the Word of God says, my people perish for lack of knowledge, or just lack of knowledge. We'll look and try to blame the person sitting there, when the truth is it took a lot of things to take place to arrive and to be where we're at. And it took people on both sides of the aisle. And I definitely recommend stocking up a few groceries. I know it's difficult. I mean, I've got pretty good sized family myself, and dealt with a lot of struggles and issues, which I'll touch up on those as I go. I'm using a selfie stick. Congratulations, my kids are bringing me into some modern times instead of holding the camera and making people sick from shaking and holding this thing. And I got some other equipment. We're trying to get up. But anyway, subscribe, shout out, say something. But it's actually not bad. I don't even have creamer in this. And yeah, I would, I mean, it's not the greatest cup of coffee in the world, but let's see, wake up in the morning, nothing, or this. I'll take a few jars. Yeah, this is nice. Yeah, it's nice, warm, keeps me from getting grumpy, growling, where's my coffee? You know, stuff like that. You know, the Lord provides, man. So maybe sometimes God's provision is telling you to go out and buy some now while you have a chance and stock up and keep it private. You know, prep now, grid later. Thank you for everything. Please, I've enjoyed a lot of the comments on some of my videos and stuff. I'm having to look where the button is to turn this thing off. Last time I tried to do one the other day and I lost that thing. It showed up like a day later. Thinking, where did it go? I don't know. Sometimes I have to have the kids show me what to do on some of this. I'm not too thrilled about it, but you know, the best thing to do is just believe God and keep moving forward, and remember to be strong. Be strong in the things of God. I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. Be strong. The strength of God. And that's what we all need. Have a wonderful day.